Hi there, friends. Welcome. This is Patty Bennett, and today we have some fun birthday cards with one of my favorite Stampin' Up! Stamp sets in the new catalog. It is called Bistro Burger. Aren't these cute? I just love this stamp set. Well, it's a bundle, so there's dies to match. Today is part of our weekly card making series. Friday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I do a live video for you. So if you see the live button in the corner, you've joined live. If you're not live, would you do me a favor and skip ahead about 2 minutes, because we are a little bit early and I am just going to make sure that all the technology is working and that I can see your comments, and then we will get started. I promise you won't miss a thing. So if you are joining live, please say hi so that I know you're here. Hey, I see Donna in Washington. Oh, Joan's in Washington as well. Well, how fun is that? We have Washington represented here. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm really excited to show you these fun cards. This one was actually a birthday card that I gave my husband a week ago, and of course he knows when I give him a card for any occasion. He's like, do you need it back for a video or a blog post? I'm like, yes. So he knows. He gave it back. So I have it for the video for you, and then I will give it back to him. But it's always funny because he just knows. Like, so does my son. Do you need the card back, Mom? Hey, Tammy. Hey, Carol. Who else is here? I see. Oops. Oh, hang on. I don't know what I just did. Please hold. Well, that was crazy. I just missed a whole bunch of comments and I apologize. I have no idea where they just went. Oh dear. Hey, Tammy, I know you're on here. Could you just comment again so that I can see if they're coming through? I don't know what I did. That was crazy. I apologize for that, everybody. I think I may have lost comments. Heavens. I don't know. Well, now I see Tammy's comment again. Hi, Janet and Robin. Let's see. We're going to hope that the comments are coming through. I don't know. I think I might have messed something up on my tablet. Oh, good grief. I don't even know what I did. You know, isn't that the way? Well, anyway, let's see. Now I see that, Tammy, but only on my phone. Please hold. Just bear with me for 1 second. I am just going to go out and come back in on my tablet and see if that refreshes my comments. I think it does. I see Ethel, Debbie, Dawn, Tammy, Joan. Hoping that they show up. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm only seeing a couple comments at a time and nothing scrolling. This is, yeah, I did close out the tablet, Tammy, but somehow that didn't work. Hang on, people. I'm really, really sorry. I'll just be right with you in just a second. I really want to be able to see your live comments because that's the fun of doing my weekly live, is to interact with you. Yeah, I know you guys see everything. I know. It's just on my end that, unfortunately, somehow it seems like I can only see a couple comments at a time. But anyway, sorry, it's not your fault. I will do my best. So let's get started, everyone. This is Patty Bennett. Hello, welcome back. If you are joining from before, like if you've joined us before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. We'd love to have you here. And I blog at pattystamps.com. That is where you're going to find all of my projects and tips and sale information and reminders and all the wonderful things that Stampin' Up! Has to offer. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been one for, well, since 1995, like long time. And I just love what I do. I love sharing with you. So I appreciate that you join me on Fridays. I think it's really fun to get together and share inspiration with you. So as I mentioned, if you were here a little bit ago, you saw that I was explaining this was the card I made for my husband for his birthday. His birthday was at the end of July, so just last week. And I thought it turned out super duper cute. It is, as you can see, a triple burger. So when you just stamp the image from Stampin' Up, you just get a single patty burger. And I will show you how I made it into a triple burger. I thought that was super, super cute. And I'll show you how I made the little fry container. I thought that was fun. And I had to do the ketchup because he loves ketchup. Sorry, I can't stand ketchup. I can't even stand the smell of it. But he loves ketchup, so I had to do the little ketchup container for him. And then I made this one, and I went kind of overboard with the flames, but I wanted to do this really cute sizzling birthday idea. So I'll show you those parts in just a minute, but I thought that was really fun. But what we are going to kind of concentrate on today are these 3 cards. I wanted to revisit this fun fold idea that I did a year ago. I called it a backfold card. I believe Joanne Hewins in my Love to Stamp group was the one that kind of turned me on to this particular fold. And I thought this was perfect because the burger is kind of a roundish shape, and this back fold works perfect with the circle die. And so it just made me think of this. So I thought, okay, let's revisit this fun fold, and I will show you how to make the fun fold. I have all the instructions for you, and I'm also going to give you tips on coloring the burger and the colors that I used. So if you haven't seen it yet, on page 66 in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, you'll find this adorable Bistro Burger bundle. And as always, you enjoy 10% off when you purchase things as a bundle. So the dies and the stamp set together are at a 10% discount, which is great. I love that Stampin' Up! Does that. So that's what I am using. And I'll go through the papers and whatnot that I used as we create. I did want to point out that when I made the first 2 cards, I thought that I was using like a really good color combo for the bun. And when I got all done with it, I thought, you know, this is really dark. It kind of looks like a pretzel bun or a wheat bun. It's like really, really dark. And these were the colors that I used, the 500 and 600 bronze and copper clay. And you can see that it's pretty dark. And so when I did these 3, the backfold cards, these 3, I decided to go a little bit lighter. And you know, I always like to swatch the colors because you never know. You think something's going to look good. And like this one, this 800 was very, very yellow. It's almost like a light daffodil or a light lemon lolly. And I was like, yeah, I don't need yellow. So I just put an X through that. I didn't use 800, but I did use those 3. And I got a little bit lighter, maybe more traditional colors for a bun. Oh, excuse me. So always swatch out the colors that you think you're going to use, and then you have them right in front of you. So as you're grabbing your markers, then you can say like, okay, I want to start with my lightest. I'm going to add a little bit of mid-tone, and then I'm going to shade with my darker, and you'll know exactly which colors are light and which are dark. I find that sometimes it's kind of hard to tell by the lids or the caps, and I don't always know, so I always like to swatch them. And if you're curious, I have posted this many times on my blog, but when these natural tone markers first came out, it was a little confusing because Stampin' Up! Marketed them kind of in 2 different ways when they first came out. They have numbers 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 1,000. So that's how they're numbered. You can see them here. So, and just FYI, I think to me it's backwards. I would have gone with 100 as the lightest and 1,000 as the darkest, but they didn't ask me. That's fine. As long as you have them swatched out, you know what they are. But they're sold in sets of 2 as dark, medium, medium light, and light. So I did the numbers along with, well, the ordering codes along with the numbers, and this will be on my blog again tomorrow, pattystamps.com. So that will be August 3rd. Just for your reference, I've posted this many times, but when I use these natural tone markers, I like to repost this so that it helps you to know which ones to purchase. So just wanted to show you that. And it is in the catalog. Let me see if I can find that quickly, or I guess I should have looked that up ahead of time, and I do apologize. Sorry, I should have had that. Yeah, here they are. Page 131. They're up at the top. And you can kind of see those 2 are light, medium, medium dark, and dark. So it gives you the idea, but it does not tell you that they are number 100, 200, 300, 400. So anyway, I just hope that this together with page 131 is helpful when you are wanting to order the natural tone markers. So as you can see, they don't have to be just for skin tones, right? You can use them for animals, for trees, obviously, for burgers. Who knew? Burgers, right? I use them for chocolate cupcakes. I've used these colors for lots of different things. So anyway, sorry. I don't know. I get off on these tangents and then my brain is like a little bit scrambled. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Debbie says, I hate ketchup too. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even stand the smell of it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Robin says she thinks they're backwards too. I know. It's very confusing to me. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, Bev, I agree. It's hard to find things in this catalog. I agree. Please let Stampin' Up! Know. Everybody, please keep letting Stampin' Up! Know how you would like to see changes to the catalog, because nothing's going to change if they don't hear from us. So I off my soapbox, but I know that we've talked about that before as well. So let's see. I guess we should color first, and then I'm going to go over this. I've got this on my blog tomorrow. It's the cutting and scoring dimensions to make the backfold card. I've posted this before when I did this video a year ago, but we'll go over that again. So let's talk about the coloring of the burger and how to make a double, a 2x2. If you go to In-N-Out, you know what that is, a 2x2, a 3x3, a double. How to make the double and triple burger, and then we will make this backfold card. So whenever you are using Stampin' Blends markers, it's always a good thing to protect your work surface, because Stampin' Blends markers are meant to soak through your paper. You want it to soak through your paper. You want to see it on the back. That's how you know you saturated your paper. But that also means it's going through your paper, right? You don't want to stain your desktop or anything. So always put your grid paper underneath. So here we have that lighter burger. Oh, look, we can see them both at the same time. The lighter and the darker bun, you can see that. And I think I'm going to do the lighter one. I really like the lighter bun better. Part of the reason is the meat is already dark, and it's not like we need dark, right? It's kind of nice to see the light and the dark contrast. So I'm going to grab the 7, 9, and 500 markers. I think yeah, here's 5, 7, and 9. Okay. And here's what I mean about kind of hard to tell. Would you have known that that's what these 3 colors looked like? I wouldn't. And that's why I always swatch them. So I can see by this that 900 is my lightest. And so I am going to start with that for the bun. Here's 900. And you know, if you've been around here a while, you know that I'm all about quick and broad strokes, and I don't worry too much about super, super, super detail. It all comes together in the end. It doesn't need to be super, super detailed unless you want it to be. You know, if you want it to be, then you could take an hour and color this. For me, this is like a 2 or 3 minute image. Well, without blabbering, but you know. And then I am going to do copper clay on the meat because I want that, was it 900 that we used on the bun? I want that to dry somewhat. The reason is, if I just go right to my next color, which would be 700, right away while this is wet, then it's just going to bleed and blend. And I really want this to kind of sit on the surface, and I really want some darks and lights to show. I don't want this completely blended in to one whole background image. So you'll see me, I go back and forth between the bun and the meat, the bun and the condiments, or the, is that what you call them? Condiments? Fillers? I don't know, whatever they're called. I thought that lemon lime twist was good for my lettuce. So I started with the lettuce. One thing I decided was that you really could decide, and you could make all these little different pieces and parts. You could pretty much make them what you want them to be. If you wanted some of that to be bacon, you could color it brown. If you want it to all be lettuce, color it green. But I kind of liked the mix and match of all these different colors happening here. I used dark olive for the outside edge of the pickles. And I want to show you a really fun tip. This is almost kind of funny, but I love it when a mistake turns out great. When I was doing the edges of the pickles on this one, I accidentally did the edge of the tomato. But I don't know about you, but I think that darker edge of the tomato actually looks really cool. It really gives it some definition. So, not that I would necessarily color it green, but what I am going to do is to grab a darker, like I'm going to get cherry cobbler and do the edge of my tomato in cherry cobbler. And then I had done the insides, is that what you call it? The innards? in Poppy Parade. But I like that it gives it a little bit of that lighter, darker look, just a little bit. And then I am going to pop back over here to the old olive for some definition in my lettuce wrinkles. And I know you might be saying, you missed the lettuce piece over here. But I'm going to tell you what, I decided that it was going to be cheese. And so I colored mine yellow. And, you know, you can do whatever you'd like, but I decided that I wanted mine to be extra cheese because I love extra cheese. So I colored my little strip right over there, and then this little thing and that little thing yellow to be cheese. If you want it to be mustard, it can be mustard. I don't like mustard either, so in my world, it's cheese. And then I'm going to go back to my darker color, which was 500. And I am going to add just a little bit of shading here to that burger, just little bits here and there, or sorry, to the bun. I mean, I guess it's part of the burger, but it's the bun. And then I'm just going to go back to that 900, which is my lightest color. And I am just going to kind of go over the whole thing, except for that very, very center. Left that light. And that's going to help blend a little bit, but it still is giving me that definition. And that is all there is to coloring that burger. Oh, well, except one thing. I love well done steak, burgers, whatever. I know those of you who like rare or medium rare are like just having a fit right now. But I personally like really well done. And so I had to give my burger just a little bit of extra darkness. So there we go. That is a single burger, super easy to color. And I hope that gives you some ideas for the coloring of it. Let's see. Debbie, I'll read your comment later. I'm sorry, it's like going off the screen there. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Thanks, Bev. She says I'm a good teacher. That is super kind of you. Kat was canning pickles this morning. That's fun. Mustard. Some fancier tomatoes are multiple colors. Okay, I love that. I love that. Oh, good. They have a darker skin. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I know. I want a super burger today too, Faith. I think we should all order burgers for lunch. Okay, so let me show you then. I guess I only did the triple. I was thinking I also did a double burger, but let me show you how you would achieve from this, how you would get a burger that has multiple layers. So what I did was I colored one burger that had the meat and the lettuce and the toppings and the top bun colored. I colored another one that had the bottom portion done. So we're not going to use that top bun. And I'm sure you guessed, we are going to fussy cut it. So instead of using the die, which you could use the die and then kind of trim, but I just found it was like just about as easy to just go ahead and fussy cut. We're going to fussy cut different parts of the burger and layer it together. Our son does not like lettuce or, well, vegetables. Let's just put it that way. So his burgers are always just meat, cheese, bun, and bacon. And so, of course, the first thing he said when he looked at this card that I made for my husband was, "That is way too much lettuce." Yeah, I had no doubt that he was going to say that. So I guess if you wanted to trim off some of the lettuce, you could completely trim off some lettuce. But I love lettuce on my burger, so doesn't bother me one bit. Just stay away with the ketchup and the mustard, please. All right, so here's how we're going to make a double burger. So do you see we have those two parts? And you guessed it, you just slide them together. And you can slide it down if you want to cover up that extra layer of tomato and pickle, or you can kind of separate it like I did, and you can have multiple layers of lettuce and tomato. I guess maybe it just depends how tall you want the burger. And if you wanted the triple burger like this one, then of course all you do is cut apart one more and stick another layer in there. But I do have a little tip for you. So you can use your scrap. So I'm just going to use this scrap right here. And what I did was I put glue on the scrap, and I put one layer down, and then I put the other layer down. And as soon as that dried, then I could just pick it up and put it right on my card with some foam tape behind it. But that kept all the layers together really easily. Oh, look how cute. Look, single, double, triple. I didn't even realize that. I know, Debbie, this is such a fun bundle. Yep, Tammy, you need this. Yep, Five Guys. Oh my gosh, Faith, we love Five Guys. Mary Ann says she loves mustard, ketchup, and mayo together. Yeah, my husband does too, and even barbecue sauce. Like he'll mix it all. I'm just mayo. I'm just plain mayo. So that's how I colored them, how I made the single, double, and triple burger. And now let's talk about the French fries, because I don't know about you, but I always need to have French fries. I'm like burgers and fries, that's my deal. So see, now you've got this little, I don't know, structural element, let's call it that, that's going to hold your burger together. Isn't that fabulous? So let's talk about the French fries. I wasn't sure how I wanted to color fries. I'm going to show you how I did it, and you are totally welcome to color it however you would like. So I used, this is dark lolly, dark daffodil, wild wheat, and a little bit of, oh, not dark copper clay, light copper clay. Yep. Or you could use bronze. I used bronze on the meat on a couple of them. Either way, that would work as well. But what I did was I put down a layer of dark lemon lolly and, you know, scribble, scribble. You don't have to do every little brush stroke like completely, perfectly in place. You can be loose with this. And then I dabbed some dark Daffodil Delight, just kind of here and there. I'm not covering the whole thing, just a few little dibs and dabs. I took the wild wheat, and where the artist has those little shading hatch marks. So do you see, like right there, little shading hatch marks? I went over those with wild wheat, just to give kind of a little bit of depth here and there, so that you kind of knew some French fries were behind and some were on top. And I think that is as far as I went when I first started. And then I was like, oh, hang on, we need seasoned fries. So that's where the copper clay came in, because this is kind of a like a reddish orangish color, because doing little dots here and there, that's going to give you the seasoning for seasoned fries. And then just sort of blend a little bit with the daffodil. And that, my friends, is how quickly I did the French fries. And the fries have a die, so you can just line that up. And I'm actually going to die cut this because I want to show you this adorable little pouch for the French fries. My heavens, you guys, it's so cute. I'm just looking for the pocket dies. Oh, here they are. I wanted to show them to you. Okay, so there's my French fries. These are seriously low cal, my friends. Very low cal, right? I had not used the Pocket Thoughts dies yet, and I was thinking, wouldn't this little pocket be cute for the little French fry pouch? And hang on, I have one already die cut. Oh, I know it is. It's right here. So I die cut the smallest one from, you can tell, this is the Poppy Parade 6x6 paper stack, and it's already scored, so you just have to fold like this. And I tucked the French fries inside, and I actually did two, so I just layered two of those, one sticking this way and one sticking this way. And that was my French fry pouch. How adorably cute is that? So cute. I loved that idea. So that was the French fry pouch. I wanted to show you that. Pocket Thoughts, those are the dies. And now I want to show you some of the other little pieces before we make the back fold card. Let's see. Starving. I know, Debbie. I'm starving too. It is perfect, isn't it, Dana? I love it. Yep, Faith, I love the cute little French fry pouch. So cute. In fact, we'll keep it out here while I show you some of the other really cute pieces. I love the knife. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I just think it's so totally adorable. So in the die set, the knife blade looks like this. And if you die cut it with the Stampin' Up! Silver or whatever silver foil you have, I just use the Stampin' Up! Silver foil. And then you use the handle to die cut the handle piece. You're going to get the two pieces that layer together. And I want to show you another tip. Don't waste any of your paper. So what I did was I grabbed my black Stampin' Blend. I colored some black on my scrap. And needs to be a little longer. Rather than getting out a whole piece or trying to find a scrap of black, look, there's your black. This is going to be the silver. Then before we die cut, same thing so if you do, I'll show you a couple little things here you can do. So there's some Poppy Parade. I think I'll do Granny Apple. I'll show you some of the other things here. So if you do the pepper, you can do that in the green or the red. If you do the little piece of ketchup, there you go. That goes into the Poppy Parade. I think I can die cut both of those at the same time. Okay, just hold that down. The olive, same thing. You can do the olives right on the green. And, oh, the banner. This little banner up at the top, that was just Poppy Parade on my white. Put the banner on there and die cut that. So, I know this looks like some crazy surgery or game or something, but this is how I just did all the little pieces. I used up my white scrap and I didn't even have to go digging for a million different colors. So let me die cut this and I'll show you how easy some of these go through. Wait, one more piece. The cup for the ketchup. Okay, then we'll put them together. I will catch up with comments in just a minute. Let me just show you how all these things go together. So that's what the silver part of the knife looks like. And then there's the black part. So those will get layered. And if you wanted to do a red handle or orange handle or, you know, any color, you can do anything. It doesn't have to be the black handle. It's just that I know all of our knives have a black handle. I think they're Wusthof brand, I think is the brand. So let me see, did I get all those? Yep, got all those. I'm just going to set this on top of my magnet sheet so I don't lose those pieces. But then I hope you can see all these. Oh, you forgot that tip. Oh, you guys like that tip. Yay! How do I think of these things? I don't know. I just looked at the dies and I was like, well, you know, here's what they need to do. So that's what I did. I don't know how I thought of it. Okay, then that just goes right on top. And the silver shows through, so it looks like, you know, how a real knife is like, has the rivets. Doesn't that look really cool? It looks really real, doesn't it? And then this is the little cup. And I do think it would have been cute with a window sheet or vellum, but you know, I had the white cardstock right here, so I just did the white. And that has the ketchup. And Stampin' Up! Designed this with that little slot. So if you want to cut apart one of the French fries, see, you can just slip it right in the slot. Isn't that adorable? Oh, and the pickle. I guess I could have done the pickle, but I mean, you get the pickle, right? That's easy. And I just went into my kitchen and I grabbed a toothpick and I poked it right through the pickle and into the top of the bun. And this is that little flag that I glued to the top. Isn't that cute? I mean, this is so fun. It's like paper dolls, isn't it? It's like paper dolls. And then on this pepper, if you want the top to be a different color, you could die cut a separate one, or you could just color the top. I mean, really, is anybody going to scrutinize and say, I'm not sure that's the exact right color for your pepper? I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to complain. But that's how I did all the adorable little pieces. So we have the knife, the ketchup, the fries in the cute container, the triple burger, the pickle, the flag. And then on this flag, I did 2 olives. And I really should have made this one for his birthday because he loves green olives. Another thing I don't like. Opposites attract, right? So I thought that was kind of cute to do the toothpick like looking like it's going through the olives, right? So that's another fun thing you can do. And then on this card, there was also this piece in the set of dies. And if you die cut it with one of the wood grain papers, it kind of looks like either a cutting board or a charcuterie board. So that's what's in the background. That kind of grounds my elements here. And in the die set is also these cute flames. And yes, I might have gone just a little bit overboard. But I just started cutting a whole ton of flames. Again, I just kind of colored on cardstock with red, real red, and yellow, the daffodil and the pumpkin pie. And I just started die cutting. And so, yeah, there we go. Lots of sizzling birthday things happening. And then True Confessions, I had not used my mini alphabet die yet. So I got it out and I cut out Sizzlin', and then I just colored with my daffodil, pumpkin, and poppy markers to do sort of this ombre effect. And I held my breath because I inked just the top. Here's to and I stamped it on here and it actually turned out perfect. I was holding my breath. So here's to a Sizzlin', and then birthday was from a different set. I can't think offhand, but I'm sure you all have a word that says birthday that you could do, so you could replicate that. But I just thought that was really pretty fun. Lots of fun elements going on in that card. So let me pause a second. I'm going to catch up with comments, and then we're going to make the backfold card. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like the tip about coloring on the white. Yeah, it'll save you a lot of time, and you don't have to go through all of your scraps or have all these weird pieces that have like this one random ketchup thing die cut in a whole piece, right? Oh, Mary, how did I make the silver part? It's just the silver foil paper. Stampin' Up! Has silver foil. Let's see. Yeah, paper dolls, Anne, right? Yeah, there's a few things I don't like, Barbara, but I think I probably mentioned almost all of them in this one video. Otherwise, I like pretty much a lot of food, but green olives, mustard, and ketchup. I'm sorry, I just can't do those three things. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a tray for your fries. Yep, that would be cute. Kat says, can I borrow your brain for all these ideas? You're welcome to try any of these ideas. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Jackie wants my brain too. You guys are so cute. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Yep, I'm glad you like all these ideas. So sweet of you. So I just wanted to show you all the little parts and pieces. I don't know why this knife is just like the cutest thing to me. I don't know why. It's just too fun. But we're going to set this aside and we're going to make the back fold card design. Wonder if we could probably put our double burger on it, couldn't we? We'll do that. We'll put a double burger on it. So we'll save that. So I want to show you how if you already made this, like, you know where we're headed. You don't have to stick around. But if you haven't made the back fold card, hang out with me for just a few minutes. I'm going to finish this up quickly and show you how to make this and share the dimensions with you. And then if you want to make this, you can make it with the burger. You can make it with a butterfly, a cupcake, a flower. There can be anything on here. It doesn't have to be the burger card, but I thought you might like to see kind of a refresher on how to make this fun card. So this cheat sheet will be on pattystamps.com on August 3rd. I will link to it in the description of the YouTube video. So if you are looking for that, look in the description of the YouTube video and you'll find a link to this. But it gives you the dimensions for the base of the card and also for the layers that I have put on top. So I am going to start with the card base. And I pulled out a couple of other papers. This paper is from this brand new online exclusive. Ignore this. That's not it. It's Iconic Celebrations. And it has patterns that kind of take you through the year. Here's that plaid that I used on the card on the right over there. These stripes would work really well. I thought if it was a birthday card, you could totally use those candles. I thought this stripe might work well as well. So, or excuse me, I guess it's a plaid. We're going to use that one just so I can show you the layers. But this Iconic Celebration takes you right through the year, and it has some interesting patterns if you're looking for something a little bit different. So I thought we would try this plaid layer layered with pecan pie, and this is basic beige for the base. So our card base it's like your standard card with, hang on, I need to trim this. It's a little bit bigger than the 5.5. Okay. So it's like starting with your standard 5.5 by 8.5, but we just need to take an inch off so that it becomes 5.5 by 7.5. Or, of course, you can pull the arm out and you can measure to 7.5, but it's the same thing as just scooting it to the 1 inch mark. So whatever way is easier for you to measure. And then we are going to score twice. 3 1/4 and 6.5. So that's all there is to the base. But while I have my trimmer out, I'm going to do the cardstock and designer paper for my panels. So the cardstock on the left panel is 3 by 5 1/4. And the, pardon me, the designer series paper layer is 2 3/4 by 5. So you can see that those are going to layer on top of each other. And then we need a panel, or a layer, I should say. That's a panel for the right side. So do you see how this opens up and this little back fold part has an extra layer? You can either do it in cardstock or you can do it in designer paper to match. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you'd like. And so what I'm going to do, and I'm going to see what I like better, is I'm going to cut both. I'm going to cut a strip off of this and my cardstock, and I'm going to see which one I like better. But I have a tip for you if you haven't seen this tip. When you are trying to cut a 3/4 inch piece or any small measurement out of a small piece, you know that trying to get it like to stay right here and close this up and cut and get it straight, that can be really difficult. So what I suggest is that you get it lined up where you want to cut and you use some kind of a sticky note to hold that strip down. And then when you cut, it does not move around. So we have 3/4 by 5 1/4. So that's one possibility, and I'll see how I like that. And I'm also going to cut a 3/4 inch by 5 1/4 out of the plaid, and then I can decide which one I'm going to use. So now all we have to do is glue, well, fold and glue, and put our cute burger on. So this again was our 5 1/2 by 7 1/2 scored at 3 1/4 and 6 1/2. So you start by folding in like a normal card, but this flap goes backwards. So you have that shape, kind of it like wants to be a W, but it's not quite. Oh, and I didn't cut my white layer. We'll do the white layer as well. So I am going to add the pecan pie to the front. And my plaid to the top of that. And we'll have a nice little matted layer. I thought these colors just reminded me of the burger, and it also looked a little bit masculine, and I liked that this could be a great masculine card. And then I didn't cut my white interior panel, and that one is 3 by 5 1/4. So I can put that piece inside. And then I'll decide which one of these I want on the right side before we finish. There we go. Debbie says, Patty uses so much common sense, something I think I'm lacking. Oh, yes. Oh, the neutrals are fabulous, Jolene. I think you'd love those. Burger's paper? I don't know which one is Burger's paper. That would be fun. I wish we had that. I have, Debbie says she wonders if I have given my husband a jar of green olives before. I have. I actually have. Okay, I think I am caught up on comments. So we can put either the plaid or we can just do the pecan pie. And I think what I'll do is I'm just going to lay my circle. And what happened to our burger? What is it under? Door number 1 or number 2? Here it is. Put my burger there, and I'm just going to see, do I like the pecan or do I like the extra plaid? Because we have to put this down before we put the circle down. So I don't know. I kind of like the darker color. I think it's a little less distracting. What do you guys think? Where am I seeing the number on the blender pen? Right there. So the natural tones have the numbers, and all of the 50 Stampin' Up, or there's not quite 50, but the colors all have the color. But all of the natural tone markers have numbers. They don't have a name. It doesn't say like medium light or medium or dark or whatever. They just have numbers. So that's where you find those. Pecan. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's do that. Let's just do the pecan strip. Thank you for letting me know and voting. Just trying to let that, this really has to stick before we go to the next step, just holding it down. Okay. So the next step is we want to attach the circle, but you can see here, it only attaches to that strip. Okay. So that's why we had to decorate it first. We had to make that decision. And what I found was that I really liked to use my foam adhesive sheet. And I am going to put, so this is going to go behind this circle. So what I'm doing here is I am giving it a little haircut, little trim. And let's see if that will work. So if this were behind that circle on the strip, see? That's what I'm going to put on there. So peel off. So you only want this on that right side strip. You don't want it to go onto the front at all. And then you can place your circle down. And then our double burger. So cute. Double burger. Isn't that fun? Double, 2x2, whatever you want to call it. And then it's only attached to that back flap. And isn't this fun? I just love this fold. The back fold. I think it's so fun. And then I would finish it off similar to any of these cards. So my French fries, probably I would put down there. And I really kind of liked, did you see this new, let me grab it. Hang on, I can't remember the name. It's part of the online exclusive Greeting of the Seasons. It's this die. I really like that. Isn't that cute on here? I really like this one. So I think I might do another card with that die and the French fries. And you'll notice that when you die cut it, it has a hole in one end. Like that little piece didn't pop out, but you know what I mean? There's a hole. And I didn't want a hole showing. And so I just grabbed some of my in color resin dots. I colored them. What color did I use? I think I used dark Granny Apple and colored 2 dots to kind of go with this. Isn't it funny how it almost matches the garden green cardstock, and I covered up the hole and then just added another one. So you would never know. Well, of course, now you all know, but you know what I mean. The recipient would not have known that there was a hole back there. So we'll go ahead and do it. I don't know if you all are done with me and you're all going to go get a burger. I totally understand. If you want to hang out a minute, I'll finish up this card. Sorry, I need to look straight down. And this birthday, I love this birthday greeting. It is from the Pocket Thoughts. So remember, we just looked at the pocket die. This is the stamp set that goes with it as a bundle. I absolutely love that stamp set. It is so cute. Oh, in fact, that just gave me a fabulous idea. I should make one of these cards with the cupcake on the circle. Wouldn't that be adorable? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. So anyway, there's that. So let's glue down the French fries and we'll pop up the birthday greeting. Not going to be too long. Whoa! Don't you love it when things turn out perfect? I do. I'll put that on top. And then the in-color resin dots. So these colors I guess the yellow might have looked kind of, well, it's supposed to be peach pie. To me, that's Mango Melody, but I thought that coloring one of the green dots with more of a, a lemon lime or a granny apple sort of a color, I thought that would look better. So that's what I did. Of course, now we have to let it dry for just a second. But it changes the tone of that summer splash, and it just allows you to go a little further with your supplies. Sorry, these have to dry before I can touch them. So I'll look at comments for a second. Yeah, Greetings of the Season is a fantastic die set. It has so many great tags and labels. Marianne says, I don't usually buy bundles with food, but I might have to get this one. This one is so cute, especially if you know people that love burgers. And if you don't know someone, then send me the card because I love burgers. Oh, ivory. So Debbie, ivory and bronze is not part of those. She's asking about, hang on, where did I put that flyer? Please hold. So ivory and bronze is not part of the natural tones. The natural tones 10 markers are separate from ivory and bronze. So that's why if you were looking for a number, you won't see it. So those are completely separate. So then we can put these cute little green dots, and nobody would have ever known that we had a hole under that one. Oh, so cute. I love that paper with it. Doesn't it just kind of look like maybe a tablecloth or, I don't know. I think it's super cute. Super cute. Wow. Oh, I love these. I just love these so much. Give me a heart if you love these. I just think this is just so much fun. I don't know why it makes my heart so happy. Yes, so cute. Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Thank you, Tammy. I am glad you guys like these. Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Christy. Thank you, everybody. You are so sweet. I am glad you like it. So if you do not have a demonstrator that you order from, you can pop over to pattystamps.com and all the supplies are there today. You can see these cards on my blog tomorrow, August 3rd, and Sunday, August 4th. I will have all of these on there for you. So if you want to see more details, if you wanted to copy down the numbers of the markers or anything that I used, you will see them all on there. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Jean. Thanks, Kat. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Faith. Thanks, Peggy. Thanks, Gail. Oh my goodness, so many. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. You are all so kind. I am glad you like them. Well, I do hope that you all have a fabulous weekend and a great week until I see you next week. I do want to mention that we do have a designer paper sale starting before I see you again. It will start on August 6th. Not all of these papers that I used today are on there, but the wood grain is, and the to market paper, and this one, the light, what is it called? Full of Life. So these papers are going to be part of that sale. So if you liked any of those, you might want to wait till the 6th to stock up on paper, August 6th through 31st. You will be able to get those on sale. So just wanted to mention that. And then also on the 6th, demonstrators are pre-ordering from the new holiday catalog. So I am going to overnight my order and have products to show you next week for that will be coming up in our holiday catalog that starts September 4th for customers. So if you want to order early, you may want to think about joining as a demonstrator so that you can start ordering sooner. And you can let me know if you have questions about that. But thank you again for joining me. Thanks for sitting through the commercials and all the tips. Thank you, Debbie. She says I'm a rock star, an SU rock star. You're so sweet. Yep, coming up soon, Marianne. So have a fabulous rest of your day and a wonderful weekend, and I will chat with you all next week. Bye.